everyone, welcome back to Driver's Training.
Hey!
I'm Audrey.
I'm Suzy.
We forgot to introduce ourselves last episode. It's just you guys should already know us by now. Like, come on.
Yeah, like we're kind of famous at this point. So.
Yeah, we're kind of low-key going viral on the TikTok right now.
Mm-hmm. Almost 500 likes.
Yeah, you guys just, you get it. I don't know.
We are slightly hungover right now.
Yeah, hence if you're watching on the tube, you can see we're wearing sunglasses. I'm still wearing my makeup from last night too, so that's also partially why I have sunglasses on.
Yeah, it's just like, these are just the vibes for today, and, you know, take it or leave it.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. I'm taking it.
Also, speaking of...
Also talking to, like, the front of it.
This?
Not the top. Like the...
This?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
Sorry if the audio is fucked up.
I don't think it is. I think it'll be fine.
Okay.
It's just we're new.
Yeah,
These things happen.
In case you haven't noticed, if you, again, are watching on YouTube, I have a different microphone. Each episode we've used a different microphone. So that's a lot of fun, but now Suzy and I have matching ones again.
Twins.
So, yeah, and now we have 3 microphones, so we can have guests potentially in the future.
Yeah, so if you have any, like, dream guests that you want us to talk to, put them in the comments, send them our way. We'll
Drop them down below.
Maybe Joe Rogan would come on.
Tana Mojo?
Sure, that's close enough.
That's her name.
David Dobrik.
Yo.
We have the same birthday.
Mr. Beast.
Dude, okay. We need to talk about last night because we hung out. We had a crazy time. But just speaking of Mr. Beast really quick, I met one of Audrey's friends, and sometimes I don't realize how online I am and how offline some other people are, because I just started talking about Mr. Beast and she was like, who is that?
But I also think, like, to not know who Mr. Beast is in, like, the year 2024, I even said this to her last night. I was like, that's actually crazy that you've gone this long without knowing who Mr. Beast is. And then we put on the age challenge video where it was, like, age 1 to 100 for $500,000.
Yeah, like surviving in the cubes and...
Squid Games.
Classic Mr. Beast shit. But it was just so perplexing to me that someone had never heard of Mr. Beast, and I was honestly in awe of her. Like, I wish that was me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so last night, I went over to Audrey's. I was going to, and then I said I wasn't going to.
And then she pulled through. It was actually crazy. The door opened, and Peter, my roommate, and Suzy walked in, and I was like, oh my God.
I was met with thunderous applause.
It's true.
People were crying, jumping, laughing, clapping, squirting. And I felt so welcomed. I'm so glad I went. And we played some Beerio Kart.
Yeah, that was crazy. If you've never played Beerio Kart, like, definitely.
You gotta tap in.
Yeah, tap in. That shit's awesome.
If you don't know what it is, basically you have to, you race in Mario Kart, and then you have a can of beer or whatever drink of your choosing, and you have to finish it before you finish the race, and you cannot drink and drive at the same time, so you have to be parked while you drink.
Yes.
So it is kind of a chugging competition, which I don't think any of us were really... You actually were pretty good.
No, I actually was really good, and I didn't expect to be.
You locked in.
I locked in, and I was just, like, ready to win, so I did win, and it was awesome.
Yeah, I was drinking, they're called Mom Waters.
If you haven't heard of Mom Waters, you need to get on that right now.
It's like, I feel like I'm the only person who knows about them.
I've never seen anyone else drink mom waters except for Suzy. Basically, they're hard seltzers, but they're like 0 calories,
zero
no sugar.
carbonation, 0 sugar, like super low cal. And it's not even like I'm trying to be like, yeah, I'm like on a diet, I'm drinking mom water, like it's better for my body. Like I just can't do the sugar and carbonation that comes with like most seltzers. Yeah. It hurts my belly and it hurts my brain.
But what makes it even funnier is, first of all, the mom waters are all named after moms, like Linda, Karen, whatever.
Sandy. Julie.
Mm-hmm. But Suzy's saying, like, oh, it makes it, like, I can't do regular seltzers because of the carbonation and, like, the sugar, blah, blah, blah. But then yesterday she couldn't even chug the mom water, which isn't those things.
Yeah. I'll admit, chugging, not my strong suit. I was not one, like in college, I shotgunned something maybe once or twice, and like I don't even think I finished the shotgun. Like I just never really trained for it. I think if I get some more hours in and really put the work in, I think I could start chugging better, and that's on me for not being prepared.
I've never shotgunned anything.
Ever?
No.
Whoa.
I've chugged. Clearly, we saw last night how I can chug.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I've never shotgunned anything.
Yeah, in the summer of 2020, I got really into shotgunning. I went to South Carolina because my parents were living there at the time with some friends on a road trip. And we just got a 12-pack or a 24-pack, I don't know what it was, of Natty Light. And every night we just went on the porch, did our best shotguns, and walked around the neighborhood.
With your parents?
No.
Oh.
They were inside. I should have asked them if they wanted to try.
I feel like they could.
Yeah.
They'd be really good at it, too.
I always try to get them to smoke weed or take an edible, but they usually aren't really down for it. I did have them, they split a 5 milligram edible once.
I bet they went crazy.
Literally nothing happened at all. Also, I don't know if I should be saying this because my dad works in the government, but they're not going to see this.
The government's not going to see it either.
Exactly. No one's going to see this.
Also, it's legal.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Don't snitch. If you snitch, you're a freak.
So last night, we finished up playing Mario Kart. We also played around a Jackbox. That was fun. And then we went to one of the bars by my apartment, and the vibe in there was absolutely insane. First of all, the WNBA was playing, like, Iowa. There were so many people supporting Iowa there.
Caitlin Clark, the GOAT.
Yeah, I didn't know who she was until last night, but shout out to her. Yes.
She's the it girl right now.
I just, like, I do not follow sports.
Oh, me either.
Oh.
But she like, transcends sports.
Oh.
But now you know.
Okay, well, yeah, people were going crazy in there, and the music in there was so predictable. It was like being at a frat party in 2017. Mm-hmm. We literally were, like, deciding, what songs are going to play, and then those songs would play.
Yeah, like, I think when we walked in, it was some Lizzo song from, like, years ago, and then I don't know. It was just, like, the craziest mix, but we predicted Broccoli.
Yeah,
and
Mo Bamba. There was a lot of Cardi B that played. Mm-hmm. It was awesome. Honestly, like,
it was such an interesting vibe. I feel like everyone in there was also dressed like that.
Like a frat.
Time period. Like, very fratty. Very, like, blue jeans and a nice top.
They also played Harlem Shake.
That was actually crazy. I was really hoping they'd play Gangnam Style.
But yeah, they didn't. Also, they played 2 different songs that Nicki Minaj is featured on, but did not play her part, which is anti-women.
Yeah, that feels a little sexist to me.
Yeah.
I might have to protest that bar for sexism.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll go back. But then after that, we went to a different bar also by my apartment. Vibe was awesome in there.
Yeah, vibes are way more chill. We got to actually sit down at a table and not just stand in a huddle in the corner.
Yeah, and what made that so great, first of all, my friend Jane, who came out with us last night.
The one who didn't know Mr. Beast.
Yeah, the one who didn't know Mr. Beast. She just recently moved to Chicago, and when I say recently, it was like a couple months ago. But she has never seen the Tamales Guy in any bar, and I was like, how have you never seen the Tamales Guy and you've lived here for 3 months? Basically, for those outside of Chicago, there is a man who will pull up. If you are in a bar in like the west side of Chicago past 10 p.m., he will show up.
He's coming.
He comes and he... Stop laughing. But he has a cooler full of Ziploc bags of tamales, either chicken or cheese. The cheese is the better one, I found out last night, because I usually get the chicken.
Yeah, that was the first time I had the cheese ones.
The cheese has more flavor, surprisingly. It's so good, and it comes with like 5 tamales stuffed into a little sandwich baggie with salsa, and it's like $10. He doesn't take card, it's cash only, and it's awesome.
It kind of felt like a gift from God for me.
Every time it does.
I went to the bathroom last night, and like for the exact time that I was in the bathroom and then got back to the table, the tamale guy had shown up. You guys bought the tamales, and then I got back to the table and it was time to eat.
Yes.
Like, it was actually perfect.
And they're just so good. And yeah, I love, shout out to the Tamales Guy, because I love you and you always save the night.
Maybe we can get him on the podcast.
That would be crazy. I do want to know like his lore. How does he show up to like every single bar in the area? Like,
yeah, how does he know?
Yeah. And also, do you think he, like, works out deals with, like, all the bars, or he just shows up?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure he, like management knows him at this point.
Yeah, and I will say, like, every bar I've seen him at doesn't have food. Because there are bars that have food, but, like, every single bar that I've seen him at does not. So.
That's such a good point.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah, he's great. So there's something else I want to talk about. It involves a story of me when I was maybe like 20 years old. This was
way back in the day.
Way back in the day.
Way back when.
Way back. But yeah, I was extremely mentally ill, clearly, from what we will be hearing. And it is a story of when I was exiled from Toontown.
Basically, we've all been there, right, guys?
Yeah, if you've been there, you get it. But yeah, I was suspended from Toontown for hang on, let me pull up
the receipts.
Pulled up the email so I can show you guys exactly.
I'll give my experience with Toontown quickly, because it's very brief while you pull that up. I will say I was never much of a Toontown kid. I was definitely more on the Webkins, Club Penguin,
I was on
Pop Tropica grind. Yeah, I don't know why Toontown just never really stuck.
You did
for
have
me.
to pay for it.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
I was cheap. But you've got it up, so.
Yes.
Spill the tea.
So, we were monitoring activity on your account and happened to notice a violation of Toontown Rewritten's terms of service for sexual harassment, foul language, inappropriate language / discussion, and disclosing personal information. So, this is so embarrassing. Actually, I was not 20. I was 22.
Oh my god, that's so much worse.
It is. Yeah, it is. Okay. It was 2020. That's why I got confused. So this was like pandemic. You guys get probably why I said this. So I was suspended for saying the following things. OMG, I'm 22. 20. And then I said, I like whole. should I show hole on main? And then horn space EE, so horny. Who want cream pie and squirt? Anyone else high? And then what the heel? 22 smocking. WTF. I am going to Kermit sewer side. Do you smoke weed? Anyone else high? Smock weed. I'm so slippery and wet. I'm so slippery and wet. Anyone else high? Anyone else high? Anyone else high? Anyone else high? Squirt and cream pie. I'm fertile. I'm going to commit suicide. Anyone else horny? Anyone else horny? As a result, we've temporarily suspended your Toontown Rewritten account for 2 weeks.
See, half of that is just, like, how kids talk on TikTok to avoid getting, like, banned. Like, unalived.
Yeah.
Horny.
Yeah.
Segs.
Yeah, so, that was really crazy of me. I don't know what's wrong with me for that one, but...
Did you get back on after your ban, or were
yeah.
you like, it's over?
No, I was able to get back on, but at that point, like, I don't really think Toontown was, like, there's not much left for me there.
Yeah. I'm sure it was, like, back in the day, probably more of a vibe.
Well, it was also just, like, the pandemic, so there was nothing else to do.
Yeah.
So, I
was shotgunning seltzers and you were Toontowning.
Yeah.
I love that for us.
Yeah, I kind of miss it in a way.
I mean, bird flu's coming around, so maybe...
Bird flu, also measles.
Measles is back.
Measles is breaking out in Chicago on CTA. I'm scared.
What's next? Scabies?
Don't say that. My mom had scabies once.
Really?
Yes. So my mom owns a business where she does face painting and like henna and glitter tattoos for like parties and events. And so she's around children a lot, like usually like dirty children, and I'm pretty sure that's how she got it. But yeah, she had scabies in her hand and it was really gross. Like, if you don't know what scabies is, it's basically bugs nest underneath your skin.
God.
And they just like itch so bad, and yeah, it's really disgusting.
Ew.
Yeah.
Wait, I was thinking scurvy.
Oh.
But also scabies sounds really bad.
So scurvy you cannot get from like spreading it, I don't think.
Yeah, I think that's just like if you're a pirate.
It's I think it's like a lack of vitamin D.
Yeah.
And pirates
like vitamin C.
Yeah.
It's like a citrus.
Yes. Pirates would get it a lot because they would be out on the water and they wouldn't have like those vitamins available.
They're
for them.
too busy looking for that the vitamin C like on the sea instead of in the orange.
I get it. Okay.
Dude, I miss Club Penguin.
Yeah, I do miss Club Penguin. There's a lot of online. I was like chronically online with all those chat things.
I mean, look at us. Like, look at how we've turned out.
Yeah, like
it's
I get
obvious.
it. One of my favorite chat rooms was this website, which is very niche. I don't think a lot of people are going to get this one. Zwinky.
I remember, like, that sounds familiar. I don't know if I ever used it.
It was just like a lot of goth people and definitely like a lot of teenage or like predators and stuff. Like, I was saying I was 16, but I was like 12. Pretending I was a boy to get attention, which was fun.
It's always fun to lie online.
Yeah,
it's probably my favorite place to lie.
It's like the best place to lie because it's not as easy to get caught.
Exactly.
Frances is like being so like
she's basking in the sun.
Yeah, it's beautiful outside, by the way. Chicago, we're so back.
Mm-hmm. Summer's right around the corner, and I truly can't wait. I think this is going to be the most goated summer of our lives.
I think so. Suzy and Bree are moving in together, and their new apartment has, like, a massive backyard, and I told them they need to get a pool, like, an inflatable pool, because there's one at Costco right now. It's only $40.
Yeah, I think we should get a pool, we should get a slip and slide. I really want to get a table for beer pong. Like, being at that bar last night, I was like, wait a minute, maybe frat parties were kind of onto something, and I kind of miss... I used to be really good at beer pong. Well, maybe not really good, but relatively good.
I am okay at it. I'm good at the cup pong on iMessage.
I used to be better at cup pong, but I kind of fell off.
We need to bring back iMessage games.
Yeah. I'll hit with an 8-ball every now and then.
Yeah. When I'm, like, at the airport and I'm really bored.
Like, who wants to play? Somebody play game with me.
If you tweet who wants to play iMessage games... Someone will play. Someone will play with you, and I'm not just saying, like, oh, someone's gonna reply from one of your mutuals. Like, a random person will reply to you and say, let's go.
And then you have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, love that. Like, I haven't really played a game on my phone in, like outside of iMessage games in a while.
The only games I play on my phone are the New York Times games, which are so lit. I have the subscription for the New York Times just for the games.
I feel like those are more puzzles. I don't know if I'd call it like a
game. It's literally called it's a New puzzle York Times games.
Yeah, but it's not like Flappy Bird.
Oh, okay.
It's not Cut the Rope.
Right.
It's not Temple Run.
It's not Fruit Ninja.
It's not Angry Birds.
That's all of them.
Yeah.
Jetpack Joyride.
It's not Minecraft on iPhone.
Fortnite on iPhone.
Yeah, that's it. There's no more games.
What is on iPhone is Uber app.
Uber app. My phone's recording this right now, but I wish I could pull out my beer app.
Oh, the beer app. That is crazy. Suzy loves to pull out the beer app at the bar.
It's honestly a hit every time. People love it.
At the Cubs game the one time, that was really funny. Yeah, that app is awesome. The cigarette app where you, like, tap it a bunch to smoke the cigarette.
Yeah, like, why don't people who are addicted to cigarettes just do that? Or addicted to alcohol? Like, just download the beer app.
Did you know that in Amsterdam they pay alcoholics in beer to clean up the streets?
Is that real?
Yes. First of all, I went to trivia last week and I won.
Okay.
First place.
Okay.
But yeah, that was one of the
That's actually
questions.
Kind of fucked up, I feel like.
I know. Like,
why do they do that?
Because they're exploiting them.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know what, Amsterdam? I thought you were cool with your smoking weed and everything and your walkable city.
And your Fault in Our Stars.
And then I hear this. Not a good look.
Mm-mm.
Now I'm not coming to your town anymore.
Should we cancel Amsterdam?
Yes. Hashtag Amsterdam is over party.
Yeah.
Everyone get it trending. They need to know we're not okay with this.
Not okay with this. Isn't that a show?
Not Okay is a movie.
Yeah, we talked about that already.
It's come up a surprising amount of times
it
for
has.
how irrelevant it kind of is.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Jojo Siwa, if that's okay. If I can take a moment of your time.
Unfortunately, it is okay.
So, I'm sure many of you have seen Jojo Siwa around recently. She put out a new song called Karma.
Karma's a bitch.
Karma is my boyfriend.
No.
Oh.
That's Taylor Swift.
Wait, that's actually crazy that she dropped a song called Karma like a year after Taylor Swift did. Like,
I know, and
it seems like just
also,
bad marketing.
My kink is karma. I was saying, like, pop culture is just discovering the word karma.
Yeah, it is kind of in the mainstream right now.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Chapel Roan.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so JoJo's been promoting her new song. She's going through a rebrand. that...
She's the next Miley, apparently.
According to her.
Yes.
She's the next Miley.
She said someone's got to do it.
But did it have to be her? And does it have to be in the way that she's doing it? I just can't wrap my head around her thought process and the vision. Like, I would love to see what vision board she's working with, what kind of 1-year plan she has lined up. I don't get it. I don't get the marketing.
I don't get it either, like, because who is the audience?
Yeah, because it seems like it's, like, it feels like it's intentionally trying to, like, stir up hate or, like, get, like, drama towards her so that she can be like, screw all the haters, I'm doing my own thing, but it...
What it could be is, you know those Facebook videos where they're like, dyeing my wedding dress, and it's like the ugliest dye job you've ever seen, and clearly they're not doing it because they want to dye the wedding dress. They're doing it, like, yes, they're doing it so you can hate watch it and they can get the views from you hate watching.
It's like, but like, it should be that, but it feels like she's taking it really, really seriously. And that she wasn't anticipating all the backlash, and that she's, I don't know, like, I just don't get it.
Maybe her marketing team is just evil and, like, has the intention, but she's not on the same page.
Maybe.
That would be crazy.
That could be it. And, you know, she was, like, at her release party or whatever, and she was with James Charles and Colleen Ballinger, like, they were there supporting her, like, as friends, and I'm like, girl, like, that's not who you want in your corner.
Literally, like,
get anyone else. The worst collab.
The worst people possible to help promote your new album.
Yeah, like, that's
Nightmare
just
Blunt
crazy.
Rotation.
I just don't get it. I don't get her. She's like, I'm trying to do the Miley Cyrus Bangers era thing. She's like, no one in my generation has made a transition like this, or, like, made such a vibe shift like this.
Whatever.
And you know what? Maybe I shouldn't hate on a 20-year-old girl or whatever she is.
Because I'm going to hate. At the end of the day, I'm a hater.
Yeah.
Like, I can't help it.
If you're a public figure, I can say things about you.
If you're a public figure, you're literally, like, your job is to be perceived.
You know what, Jojo? Come on the podcast. I'd love to have a word with you. Someone send this to Jojo.
Someone send this her way so we can, like, get her on here and get her input on herself.
Like, just take down the ponytail. If you're trying to rebrand, just quit it with the ponytail.
She's got the traction alopecia because of that damn ponytail. It's crazy.
Come on, Jojo.
So I want to talk about a crazy story with my coworker that happened a couple weeks ago. If anyone from work is watching, I'm obviously...
Hey, HR!
Hi! But I'm not going to say who this person is. But
I'm doxing them.
Check
the description of this video for their address.
Oh my god.
I'm just playing.
I'm joking.
I'm joking. Anyway, sorry.
Basically, the other day, so as part of my job, I have to go around the office and, like, pick up the supplies that people leave on the desk and just make sure things are tidy. And as I was doing that, I, like, walked by her desk and she's eating a raw carrot, like, not peeled, like, not washed.
Was the green, like, stem still on it?
Yes. And, like...
That's awesome.
Or, no, not the green stem, but, like, the root part.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
And she's just, like, nibbling on it like a horse. And I can't make this up, because why... Like, that's just such a crazy story to make up.
That's such a coworker thing.
And I, like, watched that video of Millie Bobby Brown eating the carrot.
Millie Bobby Brown.
And she's like, the dirtier, the better. And she looks like the Wallace and Gromit characters.
Yes. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It was just, like, a truly crazy experience. I, like... My coworkers are so fun.
Yeah.
They're so funny.
I feel like there's always something going on at your office.
There is. There's about like 300 people who office out of my site. So there's always something. And as a receptionist, naturally, you're like a therapist to everyone. People just like feel like it's necessary to come up to you and tell you everything about their lives. And I'm not asking for it, but like I'll listen to you if that's what you need. I think part of it too is just like I'm definitely a personality hire. So they just are like, oh, Audrey's so fun and quirky. Like, let me talk to her.
Yeah, you like started doing videos and stuff for your job, and people were like, you were born for this, queen.
Yeah.
And I kind of love that. Like, people see you for whoa, sorry, I just had a stroke. People see you for who you are.
Mm-hmm. They see my insides.
Whoa, I wish I could do that.
Whoa.
Do you think you were born for this?
For what?
For having the most successful podcast on the internet?
We have podcast Riz.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
Just like we're good at it.
Okay.
Ty messaged me the other day, or literally yesterday, and they were like, I saw your TikTok has a bunch of likes.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. I was giggling at it on my way to work.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, because Suzy and I have podcast Riz.
We have banter, Riz, a bit of cheeky banter.
A cheeky banter.
Yeah. No, there was always just some part of me deep down that's like, oh, I'm going to be famous online. Mm-hmm. Like, I should be a YouTuber or a TikToker or something, but I was just always so lazy. And I remember, like, as a kid, like, maybe 11 or 12 years old, like, making videos with my friends for YouTube and them just not being, like, the videos not being that good. But I feel like if I would have just stuck with it and actually tried and cared about it, I could be famous by now. Yeah. I could have been Emma Chamberlain.
Yeah. I mean, it all does have to start from somewhere.
Yeah.
I have always, like, made YouTube videos since, like, I was in high school and stuff. And I always had fun making them. It always, like, I've always loved YouTube as a platform. Mm-hmm. Just watching YouTube and, like, enjoying myself. It's just so cool to be able to, like, see how many people, like, anyone can post a video. Like us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're letting us on here.
They let us on here. Uh-oh.
Don't let anyone do it. Who did you, I think I've probably asked you this before, but, like, who did you start watching on YouTube? Like, where did it all begin for you?
Low-key Fred.
I love Fred.
Yeah.
I was a big Fred head.
Fred was, like, so funny to me. And then I got really into the Computer Nerd 01.
Yep, same.
I thought his parody videos were awesome. If you don't know who he is, because I'm sure everyone knows who Fred is, but the Computer Nerd made... His
name's Josh.
Yeah, his name is Josh. He makes parody videos of just, like, songs and, like, I'm so random, XD, like... LOL.
It was, like, that humor.
Yeah, literally, like, the most random things ever, but because that was, like, my sense of humor when those videos were, like, coming out, it was perfect.
It was so awesome. Do you remember Dave Days?
I never watched him.
He was, like, a YouTuber during that era, and I remember him, like, cameoing in a Computer Nerd 01 parody, and I was like, oh my god, my worlds are colliding.
It was so awesome to see, like, your faves, like, collabing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, remember when Fred was on iCarly?
Yup, and Michelle Obama.
Yes, in One Direction.
Like, they're just not doing that anymore.
No, they're not.
We need Joe Biden on, what shows are even out right now? Bluey?
We just talking about, like, kid shows?
Like an iCarly. Like, what's today's iCarly minus all the, child grooming?
That's a really good question. I think there is, like, a Dan Schneider show that is out, but he's no longer working on the show because Nickelodeon, like, kicked him off the network. And I think it's, like, about superheroes. I get ads on it on Paramount Plus sometimes, but I don't know what it's called. But I feel like there's not really that equivalent to that kind of show anymore. Like, what even is on Disney Channel?
I don't know.
Dog with a Blog?
I don't think that's still going. The only show I can think of is Bizarre Barks, but that's definitely not.
I've never even heard of that.
Olivia Rodrigo is on it.
Oh.
I think. Oh wait, Andy Mack. That's like a Disney show.
I don't know that one either.
That one was woke, I think.
Oh. I'm sure they're all woke.
Yeah, it's all Disney's woke.
Yeah, Disney's woke. Nickelodeon.
Woke.
Cartoon
Network woke.
Cartoon Network been woke. As soon as Steven Universe came out.
Something shifted.
Something shifted on the Cartoon Network when Steven Universe hit the streams.
Yeah.
Like all the queer like high school and middle school kids like started to shift.
Everyone who wasn't into My Little Pony.
It was their MLP.
It was their time to shine.
Yeah.
But just back to YouTube really quick. I started off with the same like Fred, whatever. Obviously some Smosh.
Oh yeah, I did watch Smosh.
I was really into like Philip DeFranco and SourceFed. Also Jack's Films, Tobuscus, who's like a freak.
Yeah.
Now. Like such a freak.
A lot of YouTubers are freaks now.
Yeah. That could be us one day. We can change.
Hopefully.
Hey, give me enough money, I'll do anything.
Yeah. No,
I'll
actually,
change.
I don't think I would.
I will. Call me. I'll switch up.
Oh, Dan and Phil were my faves. I had a Dan and Phil Instagram.
Please tell the class.
It was...
You had a few Instagrams, didn't you? Like, fan pages?
Yeah, we can talk about some of them later on. Okay. But yeah, my Dan and Phil account, I can't even remember the username, but I shipped Phil and Dan so hard. And then, I'm pretty sure, aren't they dating?
Yeah, they're like married.
What?
I think so. They like live together and...
Well, they've been lived together even before they came out.
Yeah. They're dating or married or something.
That's so awesome.
They've been together for a long time.
Those are my boys.
You knew.
I did.
Everyone kind of knew.
I saw them on tour.
Really? Did you get to meet them?
No.
Oh.
But yeah, it was awesome.
I never really got into Dan and Phil. I don't know why.
That's okay. They weren't for everyone.
I liked Zoella, that side of the British sphere.
Mm-hmm.
And I still watch her to this day, and they're dropping a new vlog tomorrow, I think, so.
That's awesome.
If you're big Zoella fans, please send me a message. I need to talk about her with someone, because no one else in my life cares.
Yeah, I don't.
No one cared of me.
Should we do reviews clues?
Yeah, let's play our little game.
Okay. I'm gonna get mine pulled up.
I can start, if that sounds fun to you.
Yeah, it does. I'm always so scared too. We're gonna choose the same movies.
I know.
And not know.
I think about that every time, but I think it would be funny. Also, feel free to play along at home.
Yeah,
feel free to leave a comment with your guess before we guess.
Yes.
And see if you're right. Okay, so... Okay, I can't do that one because it actually just spoils the whole thing. So this first review comes from Seth's Reviews, who's a patron of Letterboxd.
Oh.
Shout out, Seth. This should be widely regarded as one of the best animated flicks of the century. Surreal, absurdist comedy with some excellent emotional beats. What's not to like? This entire film is a collection of laugh-out-loud moments. It's brilliant. A film that had no right to be this good. Real ones understand.
Okay.
And then the next review is from Justin, who says, as a bald elder millennial who had somehow never seen an episode of the TV show, this was a complicated and emotional first viewing. Ready for the third one? This will probably give it away. This is from Heba, Hebah. You don't need a license to drive a sandwich.
Oh, it's SpongeBob.
It's SpongeBob!
The SpongeBob movie.
Such a good film.
It's such a good... I remember seeing it in theaters, which is crazy, because it came out in, like, 2005.
And it holds up. We just rewatched it, like, a few months ago, I think.
Yeah.
And it holds up
it's
so unbelievably
good.
well. The Ocean Man at the end. Take
yeah.
me to the land.
Yeah, SpongeBob movie, so good. Okay. So, here's my first one. Barbie 2023, but for mentally ill people.
Okay.
God forbid what... Oh, sorry. The first one was from Laura. This one is from Cirrus.
Poor Things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I thought about it a little bit.
Yeah.
And I put
the
my
processing.
brain to work. Yeah. Okay, so this is my second movie. Let's start with from Hari Neff.
Whoa.
Famous actress. Not a cell phone in sight, just guys being dudes.
Okay.
Next review, I want to do, from Sierra. I don't know what the fuck they're saying, but girl, I am living.
Okay.
And then the last one. Okay, I don't know which one of these will actually help you more. Ella says, still great, but would be greater if they just kissed already. Let me read the fourth one, actually. From Suspirilium. Self-isolating be like that sometimes. Did any of that do anything? These are all kind of vague, but...
Yeah, they are vague, but...
Not a cell phone in sight, guys being dudes.
Yeah.
Self-isolating.
Is it...
I don't know what the fuck they're saying. Nope.
Is it Call Me By Your Name?
Nope.
I'm just trying to think of, like, gay movies.
It is, but it also isn't. It's very, like, undertone. Very understated.
Brokeback Mountain?
That's, like, the epitome of a gay movie.
Yeah, I know.
That's, like, the opposite of what
it is guys being dudes, and there's no cell phones.
What's one where they don't kiss?
They don't kiss. I don't know.
I could have probably pulled better ones. This is the first L on the game.
It is kind of an L.
But maybe that's on me for picking.
Do you want to give me a hint with, like,
Someone
an actor name?
Yeah. Robert Pattinson.
Oh, it's The Lighthouse.
It is The Lighthouse.
The reason why I probably didn't get that one is because I've only seen it once and I didn't like it. But that makes sense. I feel like if you would have mentioned, like, The Mermaid.
Yeah, the issue is, like, all of them were just about, like, the mermaid pussy, and I'm like, well, that just gives it away.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay, I get it now.
I can't believe you hated it. I love that movie.
I wouldn't say I hated it. Maybe I just need to rewatch it because I really like The Witch and like it's the same director.
Black Phillip.
But yeah, I don't know. Okay. So.
Okay, I'm locked in.
Yeah, lock in for this one. First clue is from Tyler. The audience was scarier than the actual movie.
Okay, I have a guess in my mind, but I don't want to say it yet.
This will probably give it away. This is from Aaron. They lived, served cunt, and pizza, and then they died.
Serve pizza.
And you want me to read the last one?
Yes, please.
This one will definitely give it away. This is from Camilla. Well, they do get a bit quirky at night.
Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yes, we saw Five Nights at Freddy's together.
The audience was so bad for that, for our specific viewing.
Yes, it was actually, like, terrifying. We went opening day, and there were so many high schoolers there, because I will say that generation is definitely, like, the movie was for them.
Yeah, it's not for us.
No. But one of the high schoolers during the movie, like, stepped out into the hallway part of the theater and screamed so loud and, like, so blood-curdling. I thought we were about to get shot up.
No,
like,
I actually thought it was over.
It was not funny at all.
And then
but
people
like,
just, like, laughed, and I'm like...
Yeah.
I hate y'all.
It was so scary.
That was crazy. I mean, I was gonna say such a good movie, but it really wasn't. Josh Hutcherson looked good, though.
A lot of the reviews were like, it was bad, but Josh Hutcherson was there.
Short King.
I almost thought about, like, reading your review from the movie.
What was it?
It was about Josh Hutcherson,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure. But I think it would be fun, like, if we put in, like, if we reviewed or read one of the reviews from, like, a movie we've reviewed.
That would be cute.
And you could guess, like, oh, what movie?
Oh, that's fun. We should try that next time.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll spice things up a little bit.
Spice up your life.
But this was episode 3 of the Driver's Training Podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us on this ride.
It was a bumpy one.
We hit some bumps, we crashed into some families, we ran past stop signs.
And then we ended it up with a DUI.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
See you next Tuesday.
See ya.
Bye.